someone actually messaged me today and asked me which of the big 3 decks I would recommend to build right now between Burning Abyss, Qliphort, and Shaddolls. Now, this actually is determined, I guess, primarily by what your budget concerns are. To top things off, what you really are concerned about playing in your local metagame. Now, let's look at Shaddolls. I would probably say that Shaddolls are probably the cheapest between Qliphort, Abyss, and it. Typically, though, you need to really know how to play Rogue if you're going to play Shaddolls, because it kind of is acting as the current Rogue deck. I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, Robbie, it's still one of the big 3, but yeah, but still, it's currently acting as the pseudo-Rogue of the 3. Outside of that, I would say probably 250 to 300 will get you Shaddolls built, depending. If I was to build between Qliphort, Abyss, and Shaddolls, if I was feeling Rogue, I would definitely go for Shaddolls. Like I said, though, I like the mechanics in which Shaddolls operate. Unfortunately, they're not where they should be at the current point in time. They massively got power creeped, and I mean, they got power fucked right out of the metagame. They have very good draw engines, very good spell trap card destruction engines, but at the end of the sugar-coated rainbow, the deck just doesn't have what it needs to currently keep up with the metagame. I feel like they're going to Evil Swarm Syndrome eventually, which really sucks, but I really like Shaddolls, the way that they were designed, the way that they were supposed to work. Alright, so the second one up is Qliphort. Qliphort remind me of Evangelion the Angels so much. I like the fact that Shell has an AT field. I mentioned this several times before. If you guys never watched Evangelion, you never had a childhood. That's as much as I'm going to say. I'm a huge Ava fan. But that's not to go without saying Asuka's the best. Rei can go die in a hole. But anyway, so Qliphort, I like the general mechanics in which the deck operates. The ability just to search for, you know, anything in your deck for 800 life points is fucking ridiculous in my opinion. The deck also has one of the best toolboxes in the game, and it's probably the best powerful pendulum deck to exist. Oh wait, it was the first. No surprise there. Plus they're going to be constantly getting support. So unless they just get booty butt cheeks fucked and have Tool go straight to 1, I think the deck will be around for a while. If Tool ends up going to 1 though, the deck is going to like pseudo die relatively quickly. The deck is only so powerful because of the pendulum mechanics that govern it so far, and there's no real strong answers to the deck. And plus, Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon can't contact Nom Nom with all of them. Because, you know what, they have to go to the graveyard, and they go to the pendulum zone instead when they go. So you don't get the full BS, you know, claws and effects, other things like that. Just something else to consider. So definitely, if you're an EVA fan, I'd consider picking up Qliphort. That's a terrible soul-based reason behind the deck. But, you know, if you want to play OTK the game and, you know, have the deck be pretty much 99% autopilot, it's a deck I'd recommend for you. Then there's Abyss. Now, Abyss is really good right now because of Lake. We've already talked about that BS and how that card needs to go to 1. But 99% of the deck is floater. To those of you that don't know, Burning Abyss is a TCG exclusive deck. It doesn't exist in OCG land at the moment. So as for those of you guys that are going, well, why isn't the deck beating Neckcloth and Qliphort and stuff like that over there? You have your answer. Solely, purely based on the fact that the deck just doesn't exist. Plus, I'm pretty sure Triple Macrocosmos would take a dookie on the deck. That's just my theory, though. But the entire deck is just floater based. It does what it needs to do. It just really angers your opponent in terms of being like, hey, I'm going to just stack up all these free plus effects, and then at the end of the day I'm going to lake you for a +2 even though it should be a 3 for 3. It's just how it works. Oh, and Dante floats back the lake. I swear to God, I've talked about this before. If you really want a deck that's expensive, 3 Dantes alone is probably going to be 150 to 180, maybe 200 depending on where you're looking. Plus Virgils are probably going to be 40 to 50 to top things off as well. So you're probably looking at, I want to say 600 for the deck. Qliphort, you're looking at probably 500 for the deck. Now $5, 500, depending. Probably a little bit less actually, because I believe the tools are still 25. The equipped spells are still 20s. I think the discs are down to 40 to 50. Probably closer to 4. It just depends on what your extra board's going to be and what you're going to put in the deck. So it just depends. But like I said, dolls are definitely the cheapest of the 3. Burning Abyss definitely the most expensive. Like I said, you're probably looking at probably $500-600 on them and $400 to $500 on Qliphort. But that's my take. You know, each deck I would pick up for personal reasons. Like I said, I'd play dolls just for the straight rogue factor. Qliphort just because of my Evangelion history. And to top things off, you know, I'd probably play Burning Abyss if I want to play footer of the deck. Probably, in, you know, strong opinion, I would definitely say that Abyss is the best of the 3. So guys, leave a comment down below. Give me your opinion on this. And I'm out, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please thumbs up this video to show your support. And please check out Vanguard for Cardfight Vanguard, Kohl Games for miscellaneous trading card games, and No Limit Gaming for a brand new series of Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Thanks for watching.